So in this video, I'm going to talk about Factfulness by Hans Rosling and his team. Another really super nice book to read. It's about global statistics and global health, and all the ones that think like statistics isn't that boring. I think this is the first thing that you're going to learn in the book, or one of the things is it's super exciting, and you can have a look at a couple of TED Talks by Hans Rosling. He is one of the few people that not only gave one TED Talk, but I think he has about 10 or so. They're all super interesting, very nice to watch, and it's really, you're gonna learn a lot of new things by his talks and his work that they did. So he starts off the book with a quiz where it's about like 13, 14 questions, something like this. You go through them. It's very hands-on, so you can challenge your own view on the world. And what's quite interesting is he used this quiz with a lot of people, and figured out that most of the people not only do worse than random, but most of the times it's even skewed. So all the questions have three possible answers. There is, if questions the people, normally they get like 20% of the questions right or something like this, meaning that it's really worse than if you would just pick a random answer. You would get like a 33% right. And it's also in terms of, it's not only going that they're wrong, but it's even like most of the times they choose the worst option that you have. And so I think this is really something quite interesting, and that is something that got him intrigued in the whole topic. He did a lot of great research going into the question why it is like this. And I think he really challenges this fact. And I think we have a worldview that's kind of skewed into a worse direction than the world really is. Now, it doesn't mean that it's like better than we think and everything gets better, so we just don't have to do anything. He makes a clear point there that it can get better, but still is bad, and we still have to do things. And I think this is also something that's very important, because you need to see progress, and if you see progress, then you can invest more energy and time into making it even better. Than if it just gets worse and worse, you're gonna say like, what's the point of it, right? So I do think this is super nice. You're gonna learn a lot about the different cultures. He takes apart this idea of having a developed and a developing world, and they have this Gapminder Foundation, where in the beginning we thought like there is the one part of the population or countries that are underdeveloped, and they have a lot of issues, and we have the developed world, and in between there is nothing. But what's happening, and this is about like a worldview where you could say it's about in the 1960s or so. But what's happening is like a lot of these countries, they catched up, and it's not a gap anymore. There is like a continuum. We still have some countries where it's not too good, but still they're much better than our countries, or like the European countries had in the 1960s, 1940s, something like this, and they're making a lot of progress. And I do think this is very interesting. You learn a lot, and also the questions how to handle data, and to question them if the interpretations are right, or where to take care of the interpretations. And I do think from this point of view, it's something that's super useful, very important to know more about the world, to be more open on other cultures, and even in a business sense. If you try to figure out where to grow, you might actually learn a lot, that there are like other markets that might be super interesting to have to grow into, and develop your potential. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this review and or recommendation, and you can all read Factfulness. I highly recommend the book, and you're gonna change your worldview thanks to it. So thanks for watching and see you soon.